Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Inside DFW. I'm your host, Jenny Anchondo. So from luxury lanais to mud-slinging mayhem, we have a rockin' show for you today, so let's get to it. We're going outside DFW for a check into paradise. It is oceanfront and fabulous. Then we trade beach vibes for bouncing high at this more than 30,000 square foot sphere of fun. Plus, kicking up dirt and horsepower at this off-road course to get in touch with your wild side. Sunscreen, sneakers, and seatbelts recommended. But first, the latest interactive pop-up to hit DFW shimmers, floats, and glows at every corner.
Oh my gosh, we are having way too much fun. We are about to explore some of the 12 fantastical rooms filled with bubbles, lights, and lasers. Woo! Okay, Jordan is here to tell us all about Bubble Planet. Okay, what is this experience? I don't know how to describe this for people.
Yes, great question. Bubble Planet is a new, immersive, interactive experience where guests can experience bubbles, color, play in a whole new way.
I mean, everything. Talk about the room that we're in right now. Which room is this?
So this is our Bubble Ocean. We have 12 themed rooms here at Bubble Planet. This is definitely a fan favorite. As you can see, we've got bubbles all over the place, and guests are absolutely loving it.
We can hear the kids. So talk about ages and who this is for, who would enjoy it.
This experience is amazing for guests of all ages. If you're 5 or 85, there's something here that you'll love, but it's especially perfect for families, couples, really anyone who's looking to have a good time.
Woo! I'm absolutely bringing my kids. This is the best. We've been adventuring along and we have made our way to this incredible room that just feels so fantasy filled. What room is this?
This is our bubble bath, and it is definitely one of the more iconic exhibits here at Bubble Planet.
Oh my gosh, and you mentioned iconic because this is not the first location. It is the first location in Texas, but there are bubble planets all over the world. Where else are people bubble planeting?
There are other bubble planets in London, Barcelona, New Jersey, Arizona, so they're all over the world, but we're so excited to be the first in Texas.
I feel like my hair is doing some sort of bubble planet elevation thing right now. I need to smooth it down a little bit. Okay, but something that's unique to our area here in DFW is there's a couple rooms you can only find here, right?
Yes, we have 2 rooms that are making their global debut. The Hanging Balloons room, where you'll be able to see some of the biggest bubbles that we have here in the exhibit, and the Kaleidoscope room, which happens to be my favorite. It really just transcends you into another universe.
Okay, when people come, they need to plan ahead. Yes, you're gonna get your selfies, and you have a specific spot just for people who want to just come and snag a photo op. Talk about that.
Yes, we've got a selfie room with 8 different selfie stations where you'll be able to grab your Instagrammable moments.
Oh my gosh. Jordan, you hit all the fun things that we want. We want it to be calm, zen, fun, exciting for the kids, and get some photo ops. Jordan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Isn't this place cool? Okay, if you plan to come, it's at Grapevine Mills Mall. Your best parking option is entry 2, which is right by Rainforest Cafe. Also, socks are required, so wear socks if you plan to come. I will put even more details on our website, cw33.com.
And floating over to today's travel inspo, we are headed straight to paradise. Our Yolanda Williams is checking into a slice of luxury at one of Maui's most iconic resorts, the Fairmont Kea Lani.
Michael, thank you so much for inviting us here. I'm telling you, this space is absolutely incredible. I mean, from the moment you walk in, I mean, I'm feeling this breeze right here that's right outside this. It's just amazing.
It's our air conditioning. There are no doors, so the trade wind serves it all for us. Yolanda, it's wonderful to have you here at Fairmont Kea Lani.
Thank you so much. This is bringing back a lot of memories when I visited Hawaii many years before. Tell me, what makes this place so special?
I think it's the intention that we have. You could say, the simple answer would be to say, it's our villas, it's our suite product. We're the only luxury villa and suite property in Hawaii.
Yes.
But really what it is that makes it special is its people. Everything we do is with intention. All of our people are so dedicated and so passionate. We truly care about the guests that come here. Not just lip service, but actually genuinely trying to find ways to make those special moments really come to life and happen.
I've had a few special moments just for the short time I've been here. I got a chance to visit and take a small little ukulele class.
Yes.
And also I'm looking at all the traditional things that you're paying tribute to with island culture. That's pretty amazing as well. I got a chance to walk around and I'm observing families just having a great time. Children, grandparents, parents, you name it, they are here in this beautiful, luxurious space. And that's just so heartwarming. I love that.
wonderful. It's special. I mentioned we have the space. We have the physical square footage in our guest rooms, being a suite property. We have 22 acres to explore. Everything, every detail is purposely curated. Whether you're young or whether you're old, and whether you're interested in plants or you just want to be here,
yes,
and you want to be somewhere special where the air just fills your lungs a little bit differently. Again, it's those Pacific trade winds that just feel so wonderful as we're experiencing today.
What do you want people to take away after visiting this beautiful space?
I want them to be enriched. I want them to come not just for vacation, whatever purpose that they made, I'll call it the purchase decision to come to Hawaii. I want them to feel like they made a good purchase decision. But truly what I want is when they get back home, that they remember. They remember the people. When they arrive to our hotel, we let them into our hearts. And if we can get into theirs, when they're home and they start thinking about where should we go and what should we do, they remember those days, they remember those times, they remember how we made you feel. And when you have those feelings, that's truly what is the essence, I think, of Fairmont Keilani and the team here.
I think in a small island in the middle of the Pacific, sourcing 90% of our products is good for our local economy, for sustainability. I think one of the things that Polina showcases the best is the Hawaiian concept of Makai, ocean, Aina, land, and Mauka, mountain. I think out of our cocktails, I'm a huge fan of a bee's knees, so classic cocktail, gin, lemon, and honey. That's our Mauka cocktail, or a mountain cocktail. It incorporates smoked bee pollen, pea flower infused honey, our local Phi gin, lavender from the lavender farm up in Kula.
Director of Recreation means creating fun for our guests here, from arts and crafts to crab hunting at night. We also have kayaks, stand-up paddle boards. We have snorkel gear, boogie boards especially. It's honestly a must-do experience. Guests get to paddle out in a traditional canoe, guided by our watermen who share stories about the culture and the significance of the canoe. And if you're lucky, you might even be able to swim with turtles and see whales out there as well. When you've truly touched a person's heart, you can see it in their eyes. And so that's what we do here the best, creating experiences for them to enjoy with one another as a family. And that's where the experiences last forever.
Oh my goodness, that was so dreamy. What a beautiful destination. Thank you, Yolanda. And stick around because later in the show, old world romance meets modern Italian charm. Dentists, avert your eyes because we are now headed into a sugar-coated time machine to make you feel like a kid again in Deep Ellum.
Rocket Fizz is a trip back in time. We offer soda, candy, nostalgia, anything you can think of from your childhood, we probably have. Stuff you haven't seen in years. It's just a lot of fun. We mix a lot of candy, soda, gag gifts. These are a lot of Rocket Fizz brand sodas. One of the owners or founders of Rocket Fizz has a bottling plant, and that's how he got started. And we have Rocket Fizz branded stuff, but he does a lot of fun sodas and then weird flavors. And one of the best sellers is candy cigarettes. Everybody loves candy cigarettes. That's definitely a trip back to when I grew up. A lot of the newer stuff, we've seen trends. The latest thing is Dubai chocolate. Anything that gets popular on TikTok just blows up, and yeah, you can usually find it here. Taffy in bulk, we have like 90 different flavors of taffy. Mix a bulk and you can fill a bag all for one price. We don't weigh it, it's charged by the bag, so people come in and just stuff it as full as they can get it. Different flavors. Cookie dough, bacon, peach, pina colada, s'mores. You name it, there's a flavor for it. But it's really good taffy, not too salty, not too sweet, just kind of the right mix. Nostalgic candy from all over, like Necco wafers from like 1847. The old style double bubble gum, everybody remembers that. Candy cigarettes, obviously. We definitely wanted to keep the historic feel of the building and all the products. It kind of fits our theme with the nostalgia. Every location's different. Every location has its own different quirks. All the Harry Potter stuff. We have Harry Potter playing cards, butterbeer, golden snitch balls. I mean, anything Harry Potter you can find here. Well, it started back with us in 2015. We saw an Undercover Boss episode, and Rocket Fizz was on the Undercover Boss episode. And I looked at my wife and said, that looks like a really cool store. We ought to open one. And we started our first one in 2016 and just kept expanding from there. And almost 10 years later, here we are. So there are 4 in the DFW area. I'm the franchise owner of 3 of them. I have a location in Deep Ellum, Arlington, and Fort Worth at the Tanger outlets up by Texas Motor Speedway.
Oh, we just love some nostalgia around here, don't we? Okay, shifting now to something a little more refined. Yolanda is getting a first-hand look at a place in the Harwood district where pasta isn't just served, but crafted. Tableside in a cheese wheel that's been aging for 2 years.
We're at Dolce Riviera, which sits in the heart of the Harwood district, and we're about to have an authentic Italian experience. Chef Matt, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Thank you for inviting us. This is a beautiful space. Please tell me a little bit about it.
Well, we are Dolce Riviera here in the Harwood district in uptown Dallas, Texas. We are a coastal Italian restaurant, and we make fresh pastas, we do fresh seafood, we have a great meat program, and we do make all of our pastas in-house.
All right, somebody told me you have a wonderful menu, and I want to see it for myself. Tell me what we're making today.
All right, so today we're going to show you one of the features from our fresh house-made pasta. We're going to be making our cheese wheel pasta, which features our fresh bucatini pasta.
That sounds fancy.
It is. All right, so what we're going to do first, though, is we're going to make it all inside of our 2-year-aged Parmigiano Reggiano cheese wheel.
Wow, that's a cheese wheel.
Oh, we use good stuff here.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to
try
try
this.
this.
Starts off 80 pounds. We're going to get it down here, and now we're going to make our pasta inside of it.
Okay.
All right, now the first part's going to be the fun part, though. So we got to light this on fire.
Oh, we got to light it on fire? Okay, I'm going to stand over here. Wow.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what is happening here, Chef?
All right, we are going to melt the cheese off of this. It's going to be melting it into it, and that way we got to be quick.
I see it happening. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, it's going to be quick on this one. But what we're doing now is we are melting the cheese into it. And this way we've already cooked our bucatini pasta beforehand. And we can toss it inside of it. And there's a little bit of truffle in there, a little bit of cream. This is going to get our pasta inside.
Wow.
And now, we're just going to start coating the pasta. So as you can see now, the pasta is going to start picking up a lot of that cheese.
Yes,
It
see all
is
of that.
going to start emulsifying into it. I like to get it all mixed together onto the
There
plate.
you have it. That looks amazing.
And we're not even done yet. So
We're not done? There's
oh,
more?
no, there's a couple more steps we want to
Okay.
go to do. So before we could even come to the table first, so black truffles.
Yes.
So of course you want to get a little bit of that, so we'll come right by. This is all about aroma. I'm going to shave a little bit of that, so we're onto our summer truffle season right now. We'll get a little bit of this more Parmigiano Reggiano over the top. And how about you and I go and enjoy it?
All right, Chef Matt, somebody's been working hard in the kitchen. I am so excited, all this beauty in front of me. Tell me a little bit about some of the things you offer here.
Well, here at Dolce Riviera, we are open 7 days a week. We do offer dinner service starting at 5 o'clock, and actually we open with an aperitivo hour where you can get drink specials, appetizer specials for your antipasti out on our patio. And so that's going to be from 5 to 10 for dinner services weekly, and then we open up for brunch on the weekends on our awesome patio. You can see features from both menus here on the table now.
I know somebody's watching right now and they're looking to have an authentic Italian dining experience. How do they find you online and on social media?
So we do have an Instagram account. It's going to be Dolce Riviera, DAL. You're going to be able to see a lot of features. We're updating daily. We got promotions. And if you need to go even on top of that, just check out dolceriviera.com. That's our website. You're going to be able to find all the information, any kind of reservations, book events, parties. We got the space. We'd love to have you.
I love it. And you know what, you guys, we're going to have all of their information on our website as well at cw33.com. In the meantime, I'm ready to try something. I don't know about you.
I mean, I got a long day ahead of me, but I'm going to get here and sit here and eat with you first, though.
Let's
okay?
cut into that first.
All right.
And after the break, a giant indoor wonderland just landed in Farmers Branch, and we are so ready to play. If your kids are bouncing off the walls, well, this place was built for it. We are taking you to a fun new park that has slides, trampolines, ball pits, and more.
Surprise! We are entering a whole new dimension at 11 Max Indoor Fun Park in Farmers Branch.
It's a shiny, brand new, high-flying 33,000 square foot adventure.
We are taking a very brief break from the fun to learn all about 11 Max Indoor Fun Park with the founder and CEO of the first location in the United States. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
What made you decide to come here to the U.S.?
Well, 11 Max, we have two different parks in the whole world. We have one in China, one in South Korea, and since I'm from Texas, I married a Texas girl, so I decided to have one in North Texas. We come to Farmers Branch, we feel like Farmers Branch needed some entertainment like this.
11 Max has a mechanical bull, ultimate dodgeball, battle beam, trampoline basketball, an obstacle course, a colorball lagoon, and a separate play space for toddlers.
I want you to take us through what it actually took to build out a space like this. This used to be a furniture store, so talk about that process.
So we are very fortunate to come over here, work with a landlord, and come to Farmers Branch. The city helped us. This project totally took us about 2 years, and we knocked the ceiling to make it more open, put a more high traction over there. It's been an amazing process. It took a little bit of time, but for the kids, everything's worth it.
The space caters to children 2 to 13 years old with a wealth of Asian influences.
There's new technology coming up, and we found out some of the equipment that is really popular in South Korea, like the sandpit. So we decided to bring it over here, and the Mario obstacle course, and also the claw machine. You know, we all know the claw machine is a huge part of Asian culture, and the neon light. Matter of fact, our photographer, he's actually from Tokyo. He's born in Tokyo, and he come over here, he used the neon feature to shoot amazing pictures on our website.
I do love the neon lights. I do love the claw machine. You can really feel those Asian influences then kind of combined with the Texas influences of, for example, yes, the mechanical bull, which is so fun here in Texas. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about as well, is that this is a great place for birthday parties, events, and things like that. Talk about how a birthday party works here at 11 Max.
Okay, so we're the only one in DFW that offer the projector room. So if you go to, later we check out the projector room, you will see that there's a huge, giant digital wheel floating on the wall, and you will see this amazing giant spaceship floating on the top of the ceiling. And we also have this neon light room, we have Jurassic Park, we also have this space city, so it's really cool. Kids really love it.
Woohoo! Go Brighton! Woo!
And 11 Max maxed things out with fun food options, party rooms, and plenty of seating, so you can stay and play to your heart's content.
It's everything that a child would want for a super fun, over-the-top day, but then you also have a sensory-friendly times as well.
Yes, ma'am. So at 11 Max, our founder, we want to engage with the community. So actually, matter of fact, last month we have our first sensory night. It's completely complimentary, and we want to invite everybody to come to 11 Max. Everybody feel welcome, included over here.
With core memories unlocked, this just might be your next perfect day of fun.
We have worn ourselves out. We've had a blast. We'll put all the details to 11 Max Indoor Fun Park, woo, on our website, cw33.com.
Well, we are just getting started with the adrenaline. Hang tight and buckle up. This ride is about to get wild. Okay, on our next adventure, we are getting dusty and muddy out in the country. At R&R Off-Road at Eagles Canyon Raceway, Brittany is hopping in the driver's seat for the ultimate off-road course.
What is R&R Off-Road?
R&R Off-Road is an off-road racing school, and we put on several different programs. We have an intro to off-road, an advanced off-road, we do private coaching, we do race prep, and then probably the coolest thing we do is these off-road expeditions, like we bring people to Baja, we go to Moab and stuff like that.
That is so fun. So just looking at the track behind me, it looks absolutely massive. Tell me a little bit about some of the highlights.
So the rally course, we were very fortunate. We got to help design this rally course here at Eagles Canyon. And so the geometry of all the turns and the jumps, everything is suited for a stock production off-road vehicle, like a Raptor, TRX, TRD Pro, Tacoma, stuff like that. So it's 2.5 miles long, it's 40 feet wide, and it is just a phenomenal driving experience.
If somebody is coming out here trying off-roading for the first time, what are some things that they need to know?
So the biggest thing is understanding the dynamic of the vehicle, okay? And understanding what the vehicle can and can't take. So regardless of your skill, you're always going to be limited by what you're driving. So what we teach is how to drive under the threshold of the vehicle. There's a lot of technology in these trucks. Even if you hold the buttons down and you turn all the safety features off, if the truck feels like you're throwing it around too hard, it's going to re-engage them. And it can be really dangerous if it starts grabbing brakes when you're sideways. So we teach people where that threshold is and how to stay right under it. Some of the other things is we work on visual, terrain reading. We have a great obstacle course. So for our intro course, it's a 4-hour day. Come out, we do about a 30-minute classroom session. We go over all the technological features of your trucks. And most people come out, they're in Raptors or TRXs or TRD Pros. So these have different off-road modes from the manufacturer. So we go over in depth of all those so you have an understanding of what they're doing and how to use them. Then we go to the obstacle course and we put you in different scenarios where you have to use them for the truck to get through it. We bring them over to the rally course and we run through a few of our drills that we do for the advanced off-road. We do a jump. It's a shorter day, it's less intense, it's less speed, and it really just gets you comfortable being off-road.
Ready? Let's go.
Okay, kudos to Brittany. She really rocked that. And I love that you can either bring your own vehicle or rent one of theirs in case you don't have a big giant truck. All right, we have more local lifestyle coming up, including the ultimate mysterious adventure as you navigate cryptic spaces and uncover the legend of the Beaumont Hotel. And later,
if you've ever dreamed of meeting or even being a mermaid, there's a place in Dallas that can make all your dreams come true. I'll tell you all about it right after the break.
All that and a UFO story headed your way right here on Inside DFW. Hey everybody, welcome back to Inside DFW. I'm Jenny Anchondo. If you love to dance and move and have been meaning to pick up where you left off years ago, well, don't worry, because Yolanda is taking us to the Movement Loft to get you right back on track.
Okay, y'all, for a minute, I've been meaning to get my booty off of the couch and do a little movement. You care to join me? So I want you to tell everybody, what was the inspiration in behind creating the Movement Loft?
Yeah, so I started the Movement Loft almost 6 years ago. It's been some time. And I grew up taking dance lessons and then found yoga later in life and then trickled into meditation. I found that yoga had a lot of healing properties for me, but dance was really in my heart. But as I was dancing as an adult, I found it was really a challenge to find a space that felt inclusive and accessible and really welcoming to adult dancers. And so I took that and kind of turned it into this idea of how do I create a space that promotes balance for a busy working adult.
You know, a lot of people may have had dance earlier in their lives like you and I did, and there may have been some people, it's been on their list of something to do, but they just never got around to it. And you have created this wonderful space and opportunity for adults to do that.
Yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know, the bulk of people that come here have danced, like you and I, like you said, and they somehow lose that connection with their art, their passion. And granted, there is some layer of trauma that maybe we've all experienced, things we've heard in classes, maybe some negative things we've heard about our bodies as we were growing up in the ballet world or in the dance world or even the competitive dance world. I really wanted to strip that away.
I remember driving up, I said, this is a really great spot for this to be. I love that. Tell us, what is the response, you know, opening here in Oak Cliff?
Yeah, so this was kind of a dream for me because when I initially opened my first location, I opened it in a very central area of Dallas, and I knew that it was a great location, the space has a beautiful vibe, and I knew what type of people I wanted to bring in, and it's been successful. And then when I was thinking about what feels right, what feels like the next step, it only made sense to come back home and come back to the neighborhood that gave so much to me artistically.
I agree with you on that one. Tell me a little bit about some of the classes that you offer.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you can expect here is kind of a threefold approach. So we have our traditional dance classes, so things that you'll probably recognize: contemporary dance, ballet, modern, hip hop, jazz, jazz funk. And then we have layered on yoga classes, but with a little bit more holistic approach. And then sound bath is our kind of third option, sound bath and meditation, and really giving people that moment of peace, that moment of calm, that restoration that they crave.
Oh my God, that is my favorite word these days, restoration. Can you say it again, please?
I know. So we all need it, and
we all need it.
It's so healing, and it's so important.
I'm gonna stretch and get up and learn something.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
6, 7, 8, and a right and left. Step around and around. Left, right, left, and frame. Hey. Hey.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
Woohoo!
I was a little rusty, but I handled it. Thank you, Ellen. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. All right, I know somebody's watching right now who wants to keep it moving. How do they find you online and on social media?
Sure, so we're the Movement Loft. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Movement Loft. And you can find us on the web at tmloft.com. We have 2 locations in DFW, one that's central and one in Oak Cliff.
All right, cool beans. Thank you, Ellen. And guess what? We're going to have all of her information on our website as well at cw33.com.
Oh, thank you.
It really is such a joyful space. Yolanda, thank you. Well, have you ever dreamed of being a mermaid? At Mermaid Dream School, you can slip on that tail and make that fantasy come to life. As Brittany shows us, it all happens right in the pool.
We're here at Mermaid Dream School learning what it takes to be a mermaid. Let's go check it out. So tell me a little bit about Mermaid Dream School. What do people experience when they participate?
Mermaid Dream School is, we have professionally trained mermaids who do birthday parties, corporate events, aquariums, and so much more. It's a chance for children and families to meet and swim with a real life mermaid.
How exciting is it for those kids to just see a mermaid in person?
They light up, of course, and they sometimes cry, they sometimes reach out, give us hugs. It just lights up their whole world.
And how did you get into mermaiding?
I became a mermaid in 2018 in Maui. Yeah, it was very magical. My friend had a business called Mermaids on Maui, and I just put on a tail and we took some pictures, and I just knew I was going to be a mermaid from there.
That is so amazing. I remember like growing up and playing mermaids in the pool. So this sounds like a dream come true. What is it like for people to go through the process to get certified as a mermaid?
Well, I'm a PADI mermaid instructor, and there's 3 certification levels. And we have like different ages, 6 and up. So I could certify you in mermaiding. It's just like mermaid swimming skills, breath work, safety, bubble kisses, all the fun things of becoming a mermaid.
So if people want to bring a mermaid to their birthday party or celebration, or just learn how to be a mermaid, how can they do that?
Well, they can go to the Instagram. My Mermaid Dream School is on there, so they can look at pictures, kind of get an idea of what we're doing. And then also my website, mermaiddreamschool.com.
This is incredible. Okay, so before we get into the pool, tell me a little bit about what we're going to be doing.
We are going to be doing safety first, so I'm going to show you how to get into the pool. Okay. We're going to do a duck dive, and then we're going to do a dolphin kick.
Okay, perfect. Living out my mermaid fantasies. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
That was so much fun. If you want to find out how you can get that experience, head over to our website, cw33.com.
Now we transition from mermaid tales to creepy tales.
Hi, everyone, say hi. So you're on your own, but good luck. If you need anything, just scream.
Spokespersons for Thompson Law.
When you get hurt in a car wreck, who do you think of?
You think of the lion.
No one ever thinks they'll need a lawyer until they do. I want you to think of the lion. Car wreck?
Think of Ryan the Lion Thompson.
If you're in the mood for something dark, atmospheric, creative, and artsy, this installation delivers all the spooky vibes.
I am taking you right along with me to the Beaumont Hotel, which is this new experience at Galleria Dallas. They say it is spooky, not scary. Hello.
Hello and welcome to the 100-year grand reopening of the historic Beaumont Hotel by our creator and founder, Mr. Rupert Beaumont.
Aha, I'm ready.
Oh. Did she?
I thought so. I do believe she did.
Hi, everyone, say hi to this. Oh. She might have found your room for you. If you go and step through, on the other end of the janitor's closet, there's some sheets up there if you need. You should have some stairs on the other side. I'm going to go try to fix this elevator. So you're on your own, but good luck. If you need anything, just scream.
Ah, got it. Thank you. Well, that was a creepy entry. We are now in the safe hands of co-creator of this whole experience, Scott Redman. Okay, what is happening here? What room have we found ourselves in? Because I certainly didn't make my way to the hotel room that was initially promised to me.
Well, that happens sometimes. Yeah, we're actually found ourselves in Mr. Beaumont's office, okay. And he is who created this hotel, and we can see all around the room, all the places all around the world, and the weird things he's seen and done, and his passion was electricity and experiments. So,
what exactly happened here at this hotel?
We're not totally sure what happened here, but we do know that in 1925 there was an electrical storm, and Mr. Beaumont himself disappeared, including several guests, and they were never seen again. But the hotel closed down soon after that, but we've been fortunate enough to reopen it over 100 years later, and so we'll find out what happens.
Okay, I'm ready to continue this tour now that I have a guide.
Okay, good.
Still haven't found a hotel room, but we made our way to the lab. Okay, Scott, what is this that we're experiencing?
So this is the lab where, you know, we secretly discover what Mr. Beaumont was maybe up to, trying to find his wife or lost guests or, you know.
Who knows
Who
what.
knows?
Talk about some of the other rooms, because we've been able to look through this and kind of just take it all in, and it's very specific, and there was a lot of thought put into it, right?
An enormous amount of thought. It's a lot of details. So, and there's nothing here that just got slapped up. Everything has been thought about, and you never know what room you're going to end up in.
Okay.
Maybe it's a graveyard. Maybe it's a spooky tiki bar. You just don't know where you will find yourself.
I want to hear about the backstory of this, the concept. Now, if y'all have been to Snow Day, then you've seen some of Scott's work, some of his team's work. But what about this? How long have you been planning this and thinking this up?
I mean, it's really been 2 years in the process. But for the last 3 months, we have a team of 40 people, and it's every day somebody goes, what if we did, and then we do it. And so it's a bunch of really cool Dallas people doing cool stuff. So
really incredible artists involved, actors involved. I think it's important to point out, as we lead up to Halloween, we're getting in kind of the spooky feeling, the spooky vibes, but it's not, the creatures aren't going to jump out at you here.
No.
It's different than that.
So no gore, no actor, no chainsaws chasing you, any of that kind of stuff. We wanted to do something, you know, there's a ton of haunted houses that you can go to, and we wanted to be something that I think is very different than anything in the United States. That it's just where people can have fun. You might get a little scared. You might get a little spooked. But also there's a story, and it's just cool.
It is just cool, and you want to follow it. You can either, like he said, you can go through, you can experience the photo ops, or you can look at the intricate details and try to solve what's actually happening here. How do the photo ops work?
So there are 5 different photo ops. Everybody gets of course, a room key, and you can use that room key to activate any of our photo moments, and then they get sent right to your phone.
It's very cool. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, you too. Happy
Thanks,
Halloween.
Scott. Listen, we finally made it to an actual bedroom, although I don't know if this is what I had in mind. So it's essentially a tour that will start off, of course, at the front of the hotel, and then it's self-guided. You'll have 13 different rooms to experience. Of course, we'll put all the details on our website, cw33.com. Good luck, you guys.
And still to come, keeping the spooky vibes going, you've heard of the famous UFO stories, but what about the ones that are rarely talked about? We're digging into why that's happening right after this.
Fresh starts are important. That's why at Bonsai Tattoo Removal, we use top-of-the-line, industry-leading laser technology for a less painful, more effective tattoo removal. Whether it's a large tattoo, fine line, multiple colors, or permanent makeup, we can eliminate it. Veteran-owned and operated, Bonsai has earned a reputation for great results, affordable pricing, and excellent personalized customer care. Voted #1 tattoo removal service in DFW with 2 locations. Call or click to schedule your consultation today.
Back now and talking about UFOs and aliens. Yolanda has the interview.
All right, some say that for decades, UFO and alien encounters have been reported, documented, and interpreted through a narrow cultural lens. Today's guest, Roderick Martin, is a UFO investigator and founder of Truth versus Authority. He's here to shed a little light on why these experiences are often taboo with the Black community. Welcome to the show, Roderick Martin. Hello, sir.
Well, hello. Thank you for having me here. And yes, it is a taboo subject.
Yes, it is. All right, so over the years, you've appeared on major media platforms and written a best-selling book. What pushed you beyond mainstream media into building your own independent project?
Well, I think it's a little, especially in our community, you know, when you talk about being taboo or we want to talk about that conversation not being had, I just figure, how can I start the conversation?
Right.
And from there, it just kind of evolved into, all right, wait a minute, we can talk about it on your YouTube channel or your podcast, but how do we kind of get people to touch and feel this and be authentic about their feelings or what are they dreaming about and all these things. And when it comes back down to the phenomena,
yes,
then it's one of these conversations we don't have, because most of us, I was raised that there's nothing else up there but heaven.
Right.
And that is it. It just stops there. You
Yes.
know, this mighty God that we have only created this. And so when you go through that in life and then you start questioning everything yourself, then you go, well, who's going to do something about it?
So you describe yourself as a UFO investigator. What originally pulled you into this field?
Well, here in Dallas, I grew up here. One evening here in Oak Cliff, by the Dallas Zoo, and about this time, we're out late at night. My mom flicks the porch light. That's the whole cue for all of us to come in. Everybody, moms did it.
Everybody
right?
did that,
Yeah.
yes.
But just so happened I had to walk with Shane because I was the first one that had to come in. But on my way in, I looked up and there it was. It was like this little orb zigzagging, and it was 2 jets following behind it.
Wow.
And I didn't realize how significant that moment would be in my life.
In Oak Cliff of all places. I love it.
At all places,
I
yeah.
love it. All right. So at what point did you feel the conversation needed a new space?
Well, this was a time when the pandemic happened. Everybody went from visual to audio. There was a lot of audio apps out that was pretty famous at the time. And so I got on the app at the time, Clubhouse was the name of it. And all of a sudden it went from 30 people to 33,000 people.
Wow, that's a huge
Yeah,
jump.
and then that's when the light bulb came on. Once I started having all of these conversations, I noticed there was a distinct pattern within our community, how we viewed the phenomena. And it just kept reasserting just over and over.
Yes.
And I was like, this can't be coincidence. Coincidence is God's way of being anonymous, that's what I think. But there is none.
All right, you host a live event called C4, it's Conspiracy and Conscious Convergence Community. Why bring these conversations into physical spaces?
C4 is a platform that kind of gets the attention of Project Black. Project Black is a little more deeper after people are convinced that they do have this background that they need to search for. C4 converges the conspiracy and conscious because there's a disconnect there.
The recent passing of Daniken affected the community greatly. How did it affect you?
I think our community don't really know the significance of how he actually affected us. And real quickly, I'll get into it. He wrote the book, Chariots of the Gods.
Yes, I'm familiar with that book.
All right, so Chariots of the Gods was the visualization of what we see in the sky. This is before airplanes. And we didn't realize until I started studying that our ancestors, the slaves, will sing swing low, sweet chariot. They saw UFOs in the fields. And that's where that song came from. Swing low, sweet chariot, come and take me home. And so, and remember, this was before planes, this song came out.
Right.
And that's what everyone called what they saw was chariots.
Wow, isn't that amazing? Wow, wow. Thank you for that little story. I love that. All right, Roderick, thank you for being here today. Guess what? We're going to have all your information and all your latest events that you're hosting in the community. And we're going to have that all up on our website at cw33.com.
Well, what a great show we've had today and a great start to the day. You know that we're all about food, fun, fashion, DIYs, and everything happening around town. So if you have a story idea, please do send it our way. The address is feedback@cw33.com. And for all the stories you saw here today, plus so much more, you can always head over to our website. Thank you again for joining us today, and I will see you next time for more of what's fresh, unique, and new inside DFW.